Whoa, I wanna be. Whoa, I wanna be. Whoa, I wanna be. A new man, that's what I wanna be. What I wanna be. A new vessel, that's what I wanna be. Yes, everybody. Yes. Good to see you. My name is Michalha once again. Welcome to the Encouragement channel once again. We are here live and direct this afternoon, and this Sunday afternoon. All praises be to the Most High on this blessed Sabbath. Well, it's been a long time coming since I've actually been doing a topic. I know last week, probably didn't see a broadcast last week, but the past 2 weeks I wanted to really concentrate carefully on what topic I was going to do next. Well, the topic I'm going to be doing today is called Making a Difference. I'm just going to jump straight into this one, Making a difference in life is one of those things that a mindset has to be changed concerning our decisions we make, right? And we've picked up a lot of habits in life that hinder us, or wonder why we're still stagnant, or wonder why we can't make the initial decision. And I'm going to go into 7 reasons why, right? 7 reasons why we can't, sometimes decisions we want to make, we can't make because due to the lack of motivation. Also, like I said, click like and subscribe to the channel. This is the Encouragement channel by Michalha. Thank you for your continual fervent support. Once again. Right. So I wanted to just go online quickly into a few topics. But first and foremost, making decisions and making a difference. A lot of the times fear. I wanted to start off with fear. Fear is one of those things that get in the way a lot when it comes down to the decisions we actually want to make concerning seeing a better outcome in our lives. Sometimes we're afraid of actually being up front or facing a situation, or we make excuses to convince ourselves to leave us in a captive state, right? Or expect someone to come and fix it for us. And we all wonder why we go through this cycle every day. But I wanted to just go online quickly. I'm going to be going into making a difference, right? And making a change. This one is from Forbes.com. So whenever you get the time, check this one out. It's a very interesting one. So these are the 7 reasons why a lot of people in the world today cannot make differences in their life, or what hinders them, right? And a lot of the times, a lot of this stuff is overlooked because a lot of this stuff is within our members. And it's a constant fight, but a lot of these things can be overcome. But sometimes you have to look at the errors first before you come with the solution, right? So the next one is, the first one is, stop sacrificing what you want most for what you want right now. Alright? And that's a big one because a lot of people make sacrifices for what they want, right? Where they want it immediately. Okay? And a lot of the times, yes, sacrifices have to come into play when it comes down to making decisions. Okay? The second one is stop making excuses. We hear this one over and over again, and we wonder why we're in the same loophole 24/7. And the excuses we create, built-in excuses for us not to actually see a difference in our lives, and actually sitting down and going, you know what? Instead of me doing this, I'm gonna do this, and regardless of whether someone likes it or not, I know it's for the betterment of myself, right? Now you've got people who make decisions on the left-hand side that leads into so many problems in their life because they didn't analyze the situation before they actually acted on it. All right, there's a lot of examples I'm going to drive into with this one. Okay, the third one is stop taking things personally. All right, even when you're being corrected or when it comes down to decision making, people who want to see the best outcome for you will give you constructive criticism, but instead of taking on that criticism to see the better of you, we take it personally instead. And that's a common one in our world right now, because we live in this politically correct world where you can't tell no one nothing. You know, who are you? You know, I'm older than you, I'm bigger than you, and whatever the case may be. But yet throughout our lives we go through this generation of making the wrong decisions, and we wonder why we're still remaining in the same place we are every single day of our lives. But sometimes the Most High wants us to, well, all the time he wants us to see that grey area, that you can analyse and acknowledge it, so you can actually see a difference, right? But if you're not going to do that, you'll remain lost, right? The fourth is exercise, right? Like, exercise is another one that we tend to take for granted, you know, because we seem to think that this body that we have of ours is a toy, which isn't. It's not a toy. We have to use it to the best of our ability, and doing runs, going for jogs, going for workouts, doing stretches, and etc, etc. But like I said, it's the willpower through the mind that you actually have to understand. You got to push yourself, in a nutshell. Let's just put it that way. Really push yourself to actually go, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this today, and I'm not going to do what I did yesterday. Whatever I did yesterday was old news, okay? Right, so the fifth one is eliminate distractions. And a lot of the times distractions come on every level. It comes every day, whether it's through the mobile phone, whether it's through the television, whether it's through the laptop, whether it's through friends, whether it's through, you name it, right? But you have to stay really, really focused. And that's one of the things we have to do in our lives right now. Staying 100% focused, because a lot of these distractions throw you off the path, and then you wonder why things aren't going anywhere, because it's like what they said, the devil makes work for idle hands, right? If you're someone who's easily distracted, you're going to fall into a state of idolatry or all sorts of different things. You find yourself 10 steps back or 10 years back to where you were before, while the whole world is still carrying on the way it is, and then you're just drifting away, okay? The sixth one is stop playing the victim, right? And that's a big one as well, because it also ties into making excuses. You know, a lot of people in the world like to play the victim, act like they're the victim, when really they know that it's in their full power to actually make a change or a difference, and actually making things manifest if they want to. But we decide to play the victim, and it's all, I've done this, was what happened to me in my life, this is something that the reason why I can't do this is because of that. The reason why I can't do this is because of this. It's all can't, right? So I'm going to be plain as day. You have to overcome that. You gotta know that you can do it, and have faith and positivity to do it. The seventh one is the biggest one, is face fear. Because once you face fear, that eliminates all the 6 that I've just listed out, and it changes it magnifies, and it changes how your life is rotating right now. You have to face your fears, whether it's a person, whether it's something that you want to do for yourself, that you know it's going to be for the betterment of yourself, concerning how you can grow physically and spiritually, okay? So these are 7 examples. I just wanted to be brief with these examples. These examples are very good examples. It's straight to the point. And when you get this time, go on to Forbes.com. It goes into more detail. But for the sake of time, I wanted to just drop this one, because this one was on my mind a lot, because we're going through this right this minute. And we're allowing the world to dictate our lives, instead of actually allowing ourselves to make right decisions. And a lot of the times we're scared to lose something, and think that we're just going to be left in the dirt, and think the Most High is not going to restore or pick you up from whatever you're dealing with. And that's the mindset we can't have. But it's unfortunate, because we cleave onto we cleave onto our homes, we cleave onto the money, we cleave onto the things that this place has offered us, because but at the same time we're still damaged as a people. Right? So decision making is key. It's very, very important. I used to face this one a lot because when I used to try and make decisions, people used to tell me, you need to do this and you need to do that. I used to make excuses for myself, and then eventually I had to just swallow my pride and say, all right, you know what, let me try it out. At the beginning I was a bit rusty, and then eventually I realised that, hang on, I got the hang of this. You understand? The same thing I had when I learned how to do music and stuff, whether it was learning how to ride a bike, whether it was learning how to do even the smallest things that we see ourselves trying to accomplish in our day-to-day lives. And that is something that we also take for granted, because even those little things show you a stepping stone to faith, right? But what happened when we come to this stop? There's no more motion anymore. So the most important thing I would say is that we have to stop making excuses, eliminate distractions, stop playing the victim, face fear, stop taking things personally, right? Stop sacrificing what you want most for what you want right now. So these things is key. It's very, very key in this world, especially if you're someone who wants to see a better outcome around your circle. You understand? And encourage people to even list out these 7 things that causes that wall of that barrier, I would say, to not help us excel, right? And yes, a lot of this stuff is spiritual, but we also have to understand it's down to the individual. No one's going to come and have to change it for you. Someone will give you the input, or someone who's been through the experience and seen the difference, and you've seen their growth, that they will lead you down the direction, but they're not going to be able to carry you over the finish line. But like I said, this was the Encouragement channel once again. My name is Michalha. And making a difference is the key thing, you know. I wanted to just keep this short and sweet. I've got more topics coming up next week. I know you guys have been looking at the other channels and the other videos I've been putting out, but this one was stuck out at me most because this is something that we all are facing right now, and we can do it. We can conquer this. You understand? And whatever you're trying to conquer right now, you will see the manifestation of the Most High if you put your 100% in it. Alright? Click like and subscribe to the channel. My name is Michalha. This is the Encouragement channel. Big up those that are staying tuned in and supporting the work. Also check out the Dance Like David show on Thursdays from 7 till 9, hosting with Michalha and myself. Also we do music alongside with what I'm doing right now. And this is the Dance Like David, not Dance Like David show. This is the Encouragement channel by Michalha. Peace.
A new vessel, that's what I wanna be. What I want.